Hello everyone. We're going to wait a little bit to start. We're going to test everything. Just want to make sure everything is working. Here we go. I think we're on. Okay, I see we get 2 there. I'm going to pause that one. Just making sure everything is working the way it should. We get about 5 minutes. I think we're on. We get 2 there. Okay, if you can tell me if you get echo, that would be awesome. I think we should be good. Here we go. So let me know. Oh, awesome. It's the first live. This one is very different compared to the other one. I wanted to test something, so that's why I'm going to be on tonight. Sounds good. I can hear you. Perfect, perfect. Donna is here. Good on everything. Perfect. Well, we got about 4 minutes before we get started. So, a few things that I want to mention before we get started. Tonight what we're doing, it's very different compared to what I've been doing in live. Ollie is not on with me tonight. Ollie's going to be in New York for the Down syndrome walk this week. So, but it's a very quick project, so I decide that I'm going to go. So I'm going to do it a little bit different. And if you get question, if I don't answer it on the spot, I'm going to try to check it later on and put comment later. But I should be able to watch it. Awesome. Another first time. Well, I get a lot of first time. And like I said, this is very different. The next live one, that's going to be like in the past, you know, mini project and with a PDF file and so on. That it's scheduled for October 14. It's a Saturday morning, and we're going to do that. We change our time. It's going to be at 9 a.m. Mountain time. So like me, it's 10 o'clock. People all the way on the East Coast, it's going to be 11 o'clock. On the West, it's going to be 8 in the morning. The reason why we switched the time, a lot of people say Saturday, they would like to have it earlier. So you're going to have to let me know if that is too early. I know we got a lot of people from the East Coast. So I try to make it all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast, North, South. And it's hard to pick a time. Like for me right now, it's 7:30, and I always go by Mountain Time. And the reason for that is it's Stampin'Up time. They're in Mountain Time. So when I talk to my team about the time or this, I always go Mountain Time. So we just get one time to remember when it comes to Stamping Up. So today we're going to do, I'm going to tell you exactly what we're doing. It's this here. I absolutely love that for, I call that my collector pretty much. For me, I get my watercolor pencil in it, and I get all my watercolor pencil tools like my aqua painter. I get my brush. I get my spritz bottle. Also, I get my scissors and my bone folder pen. You can use it for whatever you want. I absolutely love it on my desk because then it's at my reach, and everything that I need for watercolor, it's there. And my regular tool like my bone folder and so on. The first one that I got, it's Carol. One of my team may give me this one. This one here, this is the joint for a PVC pipe. So they come like that, but they were short, and a lot of time my stuff wanted to fall out of it. I want it taller. So what it is, they are the 2-inch PVC pipe, and we cut them. And it is a mesh cut. So if you're live and you get a package from me, because I offer it with my paper share, if you got it and if you see the side it's rough, don't worry about it. Like I said, it's very hard to cut that. Sometimes they cut very smooth, sometimes you want to chip, but we're going to put the paper around it. So it doesn't matter. Like that one don't have writing. You see, they got all the writing on it, and that is perfectly fine because we're going to cover it. So I'm going to show you how to cut the paper. I'm not giving measurement to cut the paper, and it's a very important reason for that. Depending, if you're off a little bit when you cut on that big round saw, you can shift it just a little bit. Well, if I give you exactly the measurement, because really it's 6 inch, that it's a very nice size for a round because you get an overlap. But I get 3, 3 1/4, and 3 1/2. And the reason why we did different size, it's like I said, it's so easy to go off a little bit. So then I get a taller, shorter. So they're all different size in the length, so that way even if I'm off a little bit, it don't show. So I'm going to show you how to cut the paper. Another tool that we're going to need, it is a glue gun. You could do it, I'm sure, without a glue gun, maybe put it strip on it, but a hot glue gun is going to do the trick. I'm going to plug that right now. So it's going to be very hot when we get started. The October 14th, it's going to be about holiday cards. So let's flip this down because it is 7:31. I always like to start on time. One thing that I noticed today in the stamping, the clearance rack, I put the link on, or if you go on my blog at FrenchieStamps.com, you're gonna, on the top, you're gonna see shop online. If you click on that, then on the left-hand side, you're gonna see a clearance rack. Check that out. It's quite a bit of great deal there. They even have some Christmas die. They got some paper, so on. So make sure to check that. And it is while supplies last. This is a major. It's, yeah, I got this odd glue gun. It's the Lean Ultimate. I mean, I got that forever. You can see it's full of glue. It is, ooh, don't touch it. It is a jumbo, but a cheap hot glue gun would do the trick. Okay, so I'm looking at the thing there. Like I said, I'm going to try to pay attention. I'm flipping. Oops, this came out again. 1 second. Let me. Okay, I'm going to flip you around a few times because my thing came loose. And I want to make sure it is tight. So you're going to be spinning around with me. Here we go. Okay, I think we got it. Let's make sure that, no, I need to go one more time and flip you upside down. Here we go. Now we got it. Just want to make sure that okay, I think we got it there. Perfect, perfect. Okay, let me lift this up a little bit so you're going to be able to see everything. I'm sorry I flipped you quite a bit here. One thing that I recommend, it's the silicone mat. The silicone mat's going to be a very great tool for this. And this should be, let me... Here we go. Now I can see on both screens. So let's start by cutting our paper. And I didn't use the fall paper that many get in the paper share. And the reason why I wanted more, some color that I can keep in my craft room at all time. This was, ouch, ouch. This is very hot. There. Let me, I got a towel here to put here. Here we go. So I'm using a lot of Lovely. Is it lot? I think so. It's the one with the pears or peach on it. And the paper, yes, a whole lot of Lovely. So that is the paper that I'm using for tonight. Like I said, just use any paper that you like. I wouldn't recommend cardstock, and you will see, let me put that away. You will see why I don't recommend cardstock when we twist it. Another thing that I done on your, this is just a wood disc. I ordered them online and they're 4-inch wide. And we don't have the big framelit anymore. So if you want to put a piece of cardstock on top, what you could do is take a piece of cardstock, put it, I got everything there, put it on it, trace it, and then cut it around. Then, after you trace it and you cut it, you're going to put that on top of this, go in the back, and take your poker, where's my poker here? You would take your poker and just poke here, and it doesn't matter if it rip a bit and that, and then you can come with your scissors and just do an X if you want a piece of cardstock. If you still have the old framelets, that's going to cut, the largest one going to cut that. Now we're going to glue this with, and like I said, you can keep it just the wood. I'm using the Tombow glue for this, and I just scribble there. One place that if you put paper, you want to put glue on the edge, because that's where it's going to hit. So now that is done. I'm going to put that at the top. And I like to do this part first. And you see my circle was not in the center. It doesn't matter. This one I used a smaller circle here. Yes, it is a pretty paper. I absolutely love this paper. Now for the paper, the designer series paper, I'm going to give you a little heads up. Starting next month, we're going to have a promotion on just certain paper. It's going to be buy 3 and get 1 free. That's coming up in October. So keep that in mind. Okay, so now we got that. I'm going to show you how to cut the paper. I only did 1. I figure I didn't need to do all 3 of them in front of you, but we're going to do 2. So the best thing to do, like I said, it's all 6-inch you're going to need to go around. Put the edge of your cylinder right where it cut, and then check where it ends. So I'm going to put that right there. And here I'm right at the 3, but just a little above that, below that. So I'm gonna, this is 6-inch wide. I'm gonna go right there at the 6. And at the 3, I mean, cut that. So now I get 3 by 6. And that should be for this one, see? Huh, I want it a little bit bigger. Here we go. Sometimes it's better to go bigger, and then you can take an X-Acto knife and shave the top or just push it down. So this one, it's a tiny bit bigger, but it's better bigger than too small. So this one's going to be in this color. Now the next one, I wanted the stripe. If you do stripe, you have to make sure which way you want. Me, I want my stripe to go up and down or sideways. You know what? I thought I want them up this way, but no, I'm going to take it this way. So now this is 6, and I want it this way to go around. So now I'm going to put that right there in the groove. Okay, it's right at the 3.5 and a little bit more. So this is going to go this way, it's going to go sideways. That's right. And this is going to go this way. See? So that's the best way I can explain to cut your paper. Because like I said, if it's off a little bit, it's, if you get a little, not paper, but the plastic, just rub that. Someplace I get some chip, like I said, it's okay. Now you're going to take the tear and tape. I like the tear and tape for this. Now that's when this come in handy. Going to put that there. You're going to do one all the way down. And this, you don't want to have bubbles in it, so make sure you push it down. And then we're going to, and I don't want this here at all. You see this? Because it's going to get sticky on the top. Another thing, somebody asked me if you can take some Mod Podge and Mod Podge your paper when you're done, so it would be more like water resistant maybe, or absolutely. You would have to put your Mod Podge on, let it dry before we're going to assemble it. Absolutely, you could do that. So I got my strip there. It's hard to see, it's white on white, but you're going to get the clue here in a minute. Now I'm going to go all around, and I want to go as much as I can right at the edge. Here, that there. And I like to put a piece in the center also, because I really don't want my paper to bubble up. I want the paper to stay snug on this. I bet the question's going to be if you could put Mod Podge on this. That I didn't try it, so I don't know if it would be something that would glue on good. I didn't try it, but I know the Mod Podge on top of the paper, absolutely would be perfect. Okay, so now you would do that on all your tube. So I pre-done this one also. You will just want to make sure that you don't have no, so now I'm going to rub that good. I know I did get my poker out. Here it is. Okay, now we're going to remove all the cover, and I want to remove all of them. Before you remove it, though, you want to make sure that it's all pressed tight. Here we go. And then over here. So somebody thought it was toilet paper or paper towel roll. It's not. It's okay, it's this one. It's whatever it's called. It's going to go around this one. It is the PVC pipe. Now on one end, the side that you want, yes, the side that you want, you're going to put your tear and tape right at the edge. Okay, now I like to start where the long one was. This is going to be the last part. I like to take this one here and put it right at the edge. And you know what? Stripe, I just thought of it now. Stripe is very tricky to play with because it's easy to tell if you go off. So maybe stripe would not be a choice for a beginner or even advanced. So now what I do, see, I just put my hand here and push it down. So then I won't have no air bubble in it. It's going to be very, oh, it was in the back that I wanted that. We're going to fix that though. Let me fix that before it's too late. It's good that I got extra paper on this. Okay, it is on the inside. It's inside. If you put the start of it, it's right here. If I would have left it here and I didn't pay attention to that, you see, if I would have started with the piece that was like this here, if I would have started with that, see, when I was finishing, it was right there ready to go. But I didn't start the right way. So now I need it on the inside. So now, keep on rolling. Okay, when you're right at the edge like this, now you can remove the paper. You get about, I would say, a little bit more than a quarter to play with, so maybe ½ inch. Not quite ½ inch, maybe ½ inch would be right at the edge, but you don't want to go right at the edge. This ear, I would call that very perfect for me. You see, I matched them almost exactly. That's where I'm saying the stripe, it's very, very hard to play with. Now, remember I told you it was a little bit bigger? Just take your finger and push this. Another thing, if you get a little sandpaper or even a regular sand for wood, you can take that and go at the edge if you want. But really, that was very little. And in the bottom, it's more. So I'm just going to push it down, twist. As long as it's flat. See, it's going all the way flat there. See the paper? There, it's where it's mounted double. Here we go. Or you can take an X-Acto knife and shave that. So now we got this one done. We're almost done. We're going to do the other one. Just make sure your paper, it's all, the sticky tape, it's all around. I don't know if I would do that with like paper towel tube. I think that would, maybe if you put Mod Podge on it, that would work. It's just I wanted something solid that I can use a long time. I didn't want to do that and after a few months I needed to redo another one. If it's something you want to do like seasonal, have the designer series paper, you know, for like Halloween, Christmas, well then yeah, you could use different maybe paper towel tube and cut them. Okay, now we got this, and I can smell my glue gun. My goodness. Okay, I want this paper here, so I'm going to put it in the inside. I'm going to start it like I did the other one. Get a little something there. Yeah, my hot glue gun, it's ready. It is smelling nasty. Right at the edge. The more at the edge, the less it's gonna wobble. Thank you. Joanne said she liked my video. I absolutely love sharing what I do. I love it. Okay, now we're gonna start right at the edge, right there where you get the long one. And the reason why I have to I like to start where the long one is. It's guide me a lot better to really push that. Oops. Now I can come here and push it. Put my 2 finger in. And the reason why you want to push equally, so then you don't have no air bubble. I'm sure you understand what I mean by the air bubble. And the silicone mat helps you to, it glue a bit on it, but it removes right away. Okay, now I can, oops, here I can feel the bubble. I can remove my paper here. Here we go. Oh, we got somebody from Puerto Rico, Maine. I don't know how many that received the kit. That's a very good question. Jean, you get yours? I'm just rolling it here because the edge, I really want that to go down. But this, though, it's going to get covered. See, my paper was off a little bit. Again, just press that down. it was not enough to cut. So you rather have it a little bit longer than too short, because you don't want to see the silicone cone at the top. Here we go. Now we got this, 1, 2, 3. So all this here, make sure this is all, you know what, another thing that really gonna help, it's take your bone folder here. So that's why you want the glue right at the edge. And to be honest, no, you don't want it to pass, because it's gonna be a little bit, some of them gonna be shorter. Okay, now this is glue, see? You're gonna take your dowel, and you're going to twist your dowel in. See, you really have to push hard. The reason why it's, and you stop when it's the bottom there, and you really want to twist it. I didn't want to make the hole bigger, because then it would be too loose. Even if it's there tight, I'm using my hot glue gun and put that there. And you know the hot glue gun gonna make those air, don't worry about that. Now we're gonna start with the tallest one, and where that we push the paper, that's gonna be down. Okay, we're gonna start with the tallest one, and you just wanna put a little bit of glue. So squeeze that, but you don't want too thick of the glue yet. Like I said, those little air, don't worry about it. Take this, push that right against the dowel. Hold it there, just, whoops, oops, don't fall on me. Just hold it there for a little bit so it bond together. That's the word I was looking for. Now we're going to go with the other one. So always where you get your mount there, it overlap, that's where you're going to put your glue. And again, we're just going to go. And at the bottom, you can put more because it really won't show. Take this, bring that right at the edge here. Make sure it's down. Okay, now let's get tricky, the part. Like I said, I'm building something that it won't go nowhere. It's going to stay put together, right? So this one's going to go here. But what I want glue there, I want glue there. So I'm going to put this here, and I see it's just beside my dowel. So I'm going to come here, and this is the shorter one, okay? We're finishing with the shorter one. So go about 1/4 inch from the top. Do 1 1/4 inch from the top. Do another one here. And this you want to go kind of quicker. Oh, I want to start at the top. And the reason why you want to go quicker, because you don't want the other glue to dry before you put this one here. And now we're going to come here and push it down. Make sure it's down. And hold this here for just a few minutes here. See how simple that was? And you're going to let it dry completely before you start pulling those little air of glue. When it's dry completely, it's going to come right off, even if it went on the cardstock here. I'm going to show you in a second. See, this thing, it's not going nowhere. It's completely solid. Now, let me unplug the hot glue gun because I don't want to burn myself, and I'm going to remove it out of my sight. Here we go. So now we get our little ball here. If you want, you could have painted those ball in this. For me, like this one here was painted in the white. I didn't want to paint that. What you want to do inside here, you're going to combo glue. And this, you don't have to do this, but it's just going to make it, like I said, very solid. Your thing will not come apart. If it come apart, we're going to say you had a bad batch of hot glue. Okay, so you got, inside my ball, I got combo glue. If you had wood glue, that would do also, but you don't need wood glue. And this, again, it's very tight. So you want to push it down. You're going to think it don't fit. It fit. It's just very tight. So now it's there. See? So now I can put my bone folder. I can put my scissors, pen, whatever that you want. And then if you go from one table to another table, see, you can grab this. Or if you're one that go crafting with your friend, I know a lot of you get all those little tote. Well, you can put other stuff in your tote and just grab this and go. So now let me show where I had some. Okay, here's some of the glue I was telling you about. So if you take this, after it's dry, it's going to come right off. See, it won't damage anything. That is it, my friend. How simple that was. So let me flip back the camera and see if we get question. What size are the doll? Well, let me, I want to say it's a 1/4 inch. Let me measure that. Yes, my doll, it's a 1/4 inch. The little ball was the 3/4, I think. No, the balls are 1/2 inch. The ball are 1/2 inch with the circle inside that it's a 1/4. My doll, it's a 1/4 inch. And I cut them, I want to say it was 6. Yes, I cut my doll at 6. I had bought big long piece of dolls and I cut them at 6 inch. And then my, in the bottom here, that is a 4 inch wood disc. And it didn't have no holes. So my friend, her husband, drilled all the holes for me. And he cut my dolls too. And then my husband cut the PVC pipe. So it was a little bit of love. So the one that you get your kit, you get a little bit of love inside your kit. It was, like I said, PVC pipe. If you get a table saw, that's what we use it. Make sure that you put cover glasses in your face because that PVC pipe, those little things just fly everywhere. So make sure you cover your eyes. Do you drill the hole in the balls? No, the balls came, that I bought the balls with the hole in it. Yes, the balls with, the hole was in the ball. And somebody was asking me where I got that. I got that way back last January when I did my team retreat. And I just went online and put wood discs and dolls. And I all bought that together. Where is it? Where it was a place online. I don't know. Just go unfinished wood discs and wood dolls. I get them all at the same place. Okay, I don't see any other question. So again, make sure you check the clearance rack and then the holiday catalog. It's full bloom. Do you guys want to see what I worked today? Well, I was working on thank you card. Some of them are away. My purple one are away. I did some of them. But I got, let me check the blinds here. It's bugging me when it gets dark outside. I got a team member, Barb. Barb, are you on tonight? Usually she's always on. And I call her my beaver in the team. She do so much. She shares so much on our team. Well, I will have a video or explain more. I'm just going to give you a sneak peek. She did kind of a partial Christmas tree with the painted harvest. That painted harvest, talking about the painted harvest, I'm releasing my class in the mail tomorrow. It's going to be on my blog. So make sure you check that. And that painted harvest, it is so many people that love that set. If you go on Pinterest, it's unbelievable, and I'm going to have a lot more. And talking about Barb, she did something similar to this. What do you think of that? I absolutely love it. So even if it's a sunflower, see, Christmas. Well, I think if you guys join me at my walk through the new holiday catalog, remember I share you this one. That was the painted harvest also, but with a wreath. So Barb did the Christmas tree, and then she did the owls. That, when I saw that, I was squealing, and my desk was not in shape to stamp. Like I said, I was doing thank you card. Well, I had to push everything and try it. So here it is. I think he is so cute. So that it's all Barb. Is he cute? I absolutely love him. So this one I tried to make him look like he was more like in the tree. So I did all in the green. And this I did green and some of the crumb cake or Sarah Sand, like his feather. And this one, it's all Sarah Sand. I don't know how much you can see. So that's going to come up. I'm going to have all the detail on that. I got so many ideas that I want to share, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, where to start? Because many people have asked me, please don't do just holiday, because some of them are done with their Christmas card. I said, no, I promise I'm going to do variation between the big catalog and the holiday catalog. Well, now my head is spinning so much, and I'm thinking the holiday catalog, it's such a short period. So I'm going to have a variation, but the next live event, the 14th, it's going to be all about holiday cards. So make sure you save the date. It's October 14, right? Yes, October 14 at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Yes, they are adorable. I'm telling you. Oh, Barb is here. Here we go. I knew Barb would be here. I'm telling you, that lady, she's our beaver. I know right now she's getting ready for some craft fair, and she is taking care of her mom. So she was very disappointed for a couple of weeks. She didn't stamp as much as she used to. But let me tell you, she never disappointed us. She always share a lot on our team. And talking about our team, it's always a great time to join in. If you want to join an awesome team, again, at FrenchieStamps.com, you get right there, join my team. If you click on that, it's a drop-down button, and it's going to have the question and answer, or you can join right there. We got a special Facebook group just for our team. That's where all the sharings get done. So I would love to welcome you. And what about, did you guys visit my blog this week? Did you see I switched the template? I had a video. I sent a video Sunday. Usually I don't post on Sunday, but all my blog posts are done till the end of October. And I was like, well, I'm not removing one, and I wanted to explain my blog. So Sunday, if you look at the Sunday post, I got a tour of my blog to explain the different drop-down button and how to find stuff, the search button, the subscribe, and all that. I think it was very well received. And plus, if you watch the video below, not in the video, but in that post, you can leave a comment by tomorrow night, and you will be entered to win. I got a very lovely canvas bag. You see, it's big. It's not a little canvas bag. Very nice canvas bag with a bone folder engraved. That's it, voila. So to be entered in the drawing, just go at my blog and scroll down to the post of Sunday. Now it's easy to find it. You're going to see it's the tour of my blog. And make sure to leave a comment so you can be entered to win the bag and the bone folder. So I think that's it. I feel that it was more like a live Facebook. Tomorrow night, every Thursday, well, most Thursday, I won't say every Thursday, because at the end of the month, I'm going to be gone for one Thursday. But most of Thursday night, I am live on Facebook at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And that, if you ask me what I'm going to do, I don't have a clue. I just go live, and I pick the stamp set a few minutes before we go live usually. Sometimes I get something in my mind, but I just grab. I know tomorrow it's going to be something fall. Which stamp set, I didn't even look at what stamp set I'm going to use. But the way that it worked for my Facebook Live, it's very different compared to tonight because I'm not prepared for it. I let the viewer choose the color. That's the thing. I call it Frenchie Create on the Fly. And most of the time, the viewer gonna pick the color. And I get the stamp set and I just create whatever float my boat that night. It's nothing. That's why I call it Frenchie Create on the Fly, because really that's what it is. So, because a lot of people say, how do you come up with all the ideas? Usually I just grab a stamp set and go with it, grab a few ink pad. So it's kind of fun to have the people pick the colors. Sometimes it's colors I'm like, oh my goodness, why was I thinking? And it's just a few times that when it was done, I was like, it's not my choice. But most of the time, I discover some colors combination that I would never have put together, and it is awesome. So I hope you can join me on Thursday night at on my Facebook page. Again, FrenchieStamps.com. You got right at the top. You get my Facebook page there. Glue finish. I meant about glue finish. You could put, yes, what I was talking about, the Mod Podge, it is like a glue that you could put that on it if you want. Absolutely. But if you do the Mod Podge, I would do all my tube before I glue them in the center. Oh, I am so sorry, Stacy. Oh my goodness. Are you a Stampin' Up demonstrator? Stacy was saying that she lost so much in the hurricane. Please shoot me an email, Stacy. Oh, well, thank you. Blue is my favorite color, Hope. Yeah, Stacy, please go on my blog and contact me. I got a few questions for you. We can help you for paper and that. Your stamp set, I think they should be okay even if they soak in the water. But the paper, it's not, for sure. Ink pad wouldn't be neither. So please email me, Stacy. I'm sure we can figure something out. So I guess that's it. That was quick tonight. And please tell me what you think of a quick class like that. If you rather have a quick class like tonight or you like the long class. I know the 14th is going to be long because it's going to be my Christmas cards. It's going to be a longer one. So, but tell me what, if you like quick project like that live or you like the longer one. I know we're missing Ollie tonight, but she will be back. It's just that she had, she's leaving tomorrow morning. She had another stamping event. And next week we're gone, not next week, the week after that we're gone together. So we couldn't have no dates. I said, it's a quick project. I'm going to handle it. So I am sure all of you miss her because I sure did. A little bit of both suit me. You know what? I think that's a good plan. Oh, because really what I was thinking is maybe doing like my class in the mail, doing them live also. Like tonight, people got that. I was hoping that everybody got their kit before tonight, and they should have, because I send my stuff overnight so I can mail all that paper share so they can have it. Well, that's good. A mix of both. Well, I think that would be great. Like I said, next month it's a Saturday morning. It's going to be longer, so at least an hour and a half. I know I try to do an hour. It don't work for me when I do a big class. Well, thank you so much, and I hope you guys going to join me, guys, ladies, join me tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time on Facebook. Thank you. Have a great evening, my friend. Bye-bye for now.